All right, it's day 30. I'm so proud of y'all for making it this far. We are almost done. Today, we're gonna do a full body gym routine. It's gonna be composed of 6 exercises from week 4. And this is a whole progression that we've brought together to close out the challenge. This time, we're gonna be doing full sets before moving on to our next exercise. So we're gonna be doing one stationary exercise at one time. And the 6 exercises I chose for this will be bench press, squat, lat pull down, cable curl, tricep cable extension, and hamstring curl. So here we go. All right, we're gonna do 2 sets with 10 reps on each of our exercises, starting with the bench press. And let me set that up. I'm going to be doing it on the Smith machine, but you can use free weight or dumbbell, whatever is best for you. And while setting this up, just make sure that you're evenly spaced with the bar on the bench. And then if you're using a Smith machine, make sure to place your little safety bars. Just in case we fail, we'll be ready. All right, I think that's pretty evenly spaced. And we're going at our own pace on this. 10 reps for 2 sets at whatever pace is most comfortable for you. And whatever weight is most comfortable. Okay. Let's get set for our bench press. We're going to do 2 sets of 10 starting now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Taking it at a pretty good pace, resting in between sets for the amount of time that you need. I like to keep it pretty short in between my rest periods. Some people take 30 seconds to a whole minute in between. I usually take less than 15 or around 15 seconds. Just enough for my heart rate and breathing to return to somewhat normal, and then I get back and start exercising again. And as we're doing these exercises, the weight isn't as important as form. Using good form, using good pacing, that's what's important. Avoiding injury is so wonderful in exercise. So as we think about that, let's get down and do our second set of 10 reps. And this one, we're gonna slow it down a little bit. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome job. So that is our first workout of this 30-day program, and let's move this out of the way. And next we're going to be moving into the squat. So we're going to move our bench press out of the way. I'm using the Smith machine for squat. I find that it helps quite a bit, so I don't have to use my stabilizers as much. So let's get the bar in position. Let's get our weight selected, and if you're using a Smith machine, make sure to place these safety bars where they will catch the bar before it hits the ground. I think that'll work pretty good right there. All right, so get in position for the squat. We're gonna be doing 2 sets of 10. All right, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome job. That is a great leg workout. Whew, this one you might have to take a little bit more rest in between the sets. Our quad is our biggest muscle, and it's my favorite muscle group to workout because it is the biggest. So it helps stimulate our growth hormone and tell our body to start hormone production. So that's awesome. It should help you build the most amount of muscle by hitting your quads. Okay. Like I said, I might have to take a longer breath here, and that's okay. And we got one more set of 10. And go at your own pace on this. Pause the video if you need to. But I'm going to go ahead and get started on the second set of 10. All right, unrack the weight, get set, and go. 1, 2, 3. Finding whatever depth is good for you. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. 10. Awesome job. So let's unrack our weight. And our next workout is a lat pull down. And this is a great exercise for the back. Let's get our pull down bar. And there's a lot of variations on this exercise. You can do single arm. You can do 2 arms. You can even reverse your grip and come here on the inside. I'm just gonna do the conventional pull down. With my bench as support. And we don't have to go heavy on this. Find an appropriate weight. And hopefully, if you leave this program with anything, it's that the weight that you're moving isn't as important as the form that you're moving it with. Because in the long run, having good form, exercising properly, it just means you can exercise longer, better, more efficiently. All right, we're gonna start with our pull downs. Ready, go. We're gonna do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I noticed I was going a little fast on that one, so we'll slow it down on this last set and really focus on form, pulling down, contracting at the bottom, squeezing those shoulder blades together. But just make sure to have a good pace while you're doing these exercises. Don't lean back too far. Don't let it fling right back up, because the weight that we resist down with as it's coming up, and we're still like holding as much as we can as it comes up, really builds up a lot of that lat. So let's do this second set of 10 reps to finish this exercise. So let's get all the way at the starting position, get ready, and we're gonna do 10 reps. Go. 1, 2, 3, squeezing at the bottom, slowly resisting our way up. 4, 5, 6, 7, resisting that thought about trying to swing our body. Let's try our best to use those lats only in this exercise. 9 and 10. There we go. Great job. Now we're going to move on to our next exercise, which is the cable curl. One of my favorite exercises. Let me move this out of the way. The cable curl. There we go. And just like our other exercises, there's a lot of different variations to this. I'm going to use 2 hands and a bar, an easy curl bar.
actually a straight bar for this exercise. But you can use an easy curl bar, a single hand bar, or a cable. There's just so many different ways of doing this exercise. All right, we're gonna do 2 sets of this. Hopefully you're set up around this time. We're gonna do 2 sets, 10 reps. Alrighty, get set and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Really squeezing at the top. Awesome job. I'm gonna add a little bit more weight to this because it's feeling very comfortable. And as you're doing these, just remember good form, good pace. There is no rush when it comes to exercise. It's just about pacing, making sure that you got good breathing, focusing on form. All right, let's start getting set for our second set. All right, hopefully you caught your breath, feeling good. Get ready for set 2. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, slowing it down a little bit, 8, 9, and 10. There we go. That felt really good. All right, now we're going to do the tricep cable extension. So we're just going to raise this up on our cable machine to as high as we can go. And we're going to do 2 sets of these. I say that, I'm going to try to do 2 sets of these. All right. And placing this, it's important to get it as high as you can get it so we're not hitting the stopping point too soon. We want a full range of motion on this. So I like to set the cable just a little bit higher than I need it. But get set for your tricep extensions. And we're gonna get into set 1. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. Let's catch our breath for a moment. Those were really smooth. That felt awesome. Tricep extensions are just amazing for building up our triceps. This is one of the exercises I do the most for my triceps. I feel like this is not just great for your triceps. I feel like it really isolates them just perfect. So let's get ready. Let's go for our second set of 10. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make sure that we're not swinging on this. 5, 6. Squeezing those triceps at the bottom. 7, 8, 9, and 10. It always reminds me to have good posture when I'm doing that exercise, keeping my back straight. And now we're gonna move to the hamstring curl for 2 sets of 10. All right. Now that we're over here at the hamstrings and catching our breath, let's get into position and get ready for our first set of hamstring curls. Okay, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure we're not swinging or using momentum. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. Great job. It is so hard not to swing and use momentum on this exercise. I just really want to go and not to go fast. It's just nature to want to go fast and quick and work through it really fast, but try to pace yourself up and down on the exercise to really stimulate those muscles and work some of those stabilizers as you're coming up and down. If you go down slowly with that hamstring, you can feel them flexing and starting to get activated. So when I come down with my leg, I love how it feels to come down slow and let those hamstrings lengthen slowly. All right, let's get ready for set 2. Okay, we have 10 reps to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh my gosh, the 30 days is officially over. Great job. If you made it through this entire program, you are awesome. You've done so much and you've learned a lot, hopefully, and I'm very proud of you. So great job, and hopefully you had an awesome 30 days that you feel better afterwards. That's always been the goal.